thank you for everyone that has been congratulating me on my name change and receiving my new passport. It's been a very exciting time for me, and I knew I was going to get requests of how I legally changed my name, and also how to sort out the passport. Part 1 will be how to legally change your name, and part 2 we'll be talking about how to change your UK passport. Okay, so how I legally changed my name, I did it online. I did it via the UK Deed Poll Office site. So I think it's www.ukdeedpolloffice.co.uk. They were the best that I found online, and the most kind of transparent in how much the prices was, and filling in the application form was pretty simple. So that's what I went with. I was happy with that service. I would recommend it. Basically, you can change your name in a few simple steps. So once I was on the UK Deed Poll Office website, all you have to do is type in your previous name and title, then type in your new name and your new title. So I changed my title from Miss to Mr. And then underneath you just have to like fill in your date of birth, address, and make a payment. So there is a small fee of £15 to actually change your name legally using that service, and then you'll have to pay an additional £7, and it goes up a little bit every time depending on how many copies you need, because you will need copies to send to all different organisations and government bodies and, I don't know, bank branches, so many different things. It depends how much paperwork you have, but even like GP, dentist, like there's a whole list of places that you're going to need to update your name. So it depends on how many that you are, depends on how many copies you need, and kind of how fast you need it done. If you can wait, then you can send an envelope with stamps on and they can send it back to you if you've got time. It depends how urgent you need things done. But yeah, and then about a week later, after I submitted the form, you get a confirmation email, your payment's gone through. Roughly, I'd say a week later, you get this, a certificate comes back in the post, and then what you need to then do is you need to just go and you need a witness, someone who's not related to you or not your partner. You just need a witness to sign and date your deed poll certificate, and then depending on how many certificates you get, each copy has to have a witness sign it. So I just did mine in one go, and yeah, like that's literally how I changed my name. It was actually it was quite simple. I am aware that there is a free deed poll service that you can use, but bear in mind you do have to print it off on high quality paper. I don't have a printer at home right now. There isn't loads of printing facilities where I live, and they're actually quite expensive, so in the end I just did it online. But that's just something to bear in mind. Don't have experience with it, but I've heard it's just as good, so something to bear in mind. Okay, so I've had to move. Lighting keeps moving everywhere. It's a really weird cast day. But yeah, I'm just going to continue. So part 2, how did I get my passport? It's not as easy as getting your deed poll done, but I will talk you through basic steps of how to do that. So we'll go back to basics. First of all, you're going to need to go get your mugshot done. You're going to need 2 of these passport size photos. You will need a witness, because I'm assuming that you look different to your first one, to sign the back, just to verify, sign and date the back, to say that it is you. And then you just need to go down to the post office and pick yourself up a passport application form. And it comes with a whole little leaflet of what to do when you're applying for your passport. But it's quite a standard, generic thing. I'm presuming that you've got a passport already. If you do, basically you're adding changes to a current passport, and that's the box that you need to tick. When it comes to filling in the form, like this, basically you need to write it as your name now, and tick the right gender marker yourself, and use the right titles. So yeah, when it comes to changing your name, you need to submit evidence that you have actually changed your name legally. So that you need to provide your deed poll, a copy of that, the original copy. You need evidence that you've been using your new name. That could be a utility bill, it could be from a previous or current employer, or if you are unemployed, then if there's like an organisation or charity that you've been, maybe they know you as you, and in your current name, if there's like a paper trail of emails or an application form that you submitted, you can photocopy it or you can print off your emails, and that could be used as supporting document. When it comes to changing your gender marker, you need one of the following, just one. It could be a gender recognition certificate. You need to have been socially transitioning for 2 years, I believe, to get one of those certificates. I've been socially transitioning for 1.5 years, so I didn't qualify to get that, so I couldn't send that. Or the way that I did it, you can provide a letter from a medical professional. The most important thing that the letter does have to say, the most important thing is that it says that this is a permanent change. So what I did, I just photocopied my entire letter from Gender Care from Dr. Seal. So it's addressed to me in the right name and title, and there's like a summary and a conclusion that says that I've 100% transitioned into the male role, and that this is a permanent change, and I just sent that as well inside the envelope. What I submitted was enough for them to update my passport, so I didn't have any problems with that, and I got all my copies back. I paid a few more pounds to receive all my documents back. And you do have to submit your old passport because it's still a valid passport, and they need to snip it, and then you get that returned as well. And yeah, that's basically how, kind of step to step, how I changed my name legally and then how I updated my passport. Because you send your old ID with that application form, I did my driver's license once I got my passport back, so I'm still waiting to receive that. It was only a few weeks ago, so I haven't got that back yet, but the whole kind of submitting evidence is the same as the passport. And yeah, if it's the first time that you've come across my videos, hey, my name's Cairo, and just make sure you be subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be making more and more videos as time goes on. And yeah, I just wish you all the best, and I'll speak to you all very soon.